Hey guys, welcome to Jake's Metal Chats, episode 34. Yeah, it's pretty early here for me. It's just gone 10:30 here in the morning here in the UK. Um, got my guest coming in. He's from on the other side of the world to me. He's from Australia, and for you out there might know who I'm going to be talking about. I'll give you a hint. It's pirates and involving footwear and some booze. And that's why I got a bottle of beer ready and a shoe ready for said chat. I just had a cup of tea. It's a play that I did back in 2014, but this is the 2017 tour that we did as well. Can't really show you much on that, but before my guest comes in, just found out this morning that LG Petrov of Entombed AD and formerly of Entombed and also part of Firespawn, he passed away yesterday. And just seeing that, I was just scrolling down on Facebook and saw that, and yeah, that was just a massive, massive shock. I got to actually meet LG Petrov, LG, I'll say no, LG in 2014 at Bloodstock because Entombed AD were playing Bloodstock. And I got to watch him, and I got a picture of him, which I've been meaning to actually, saving that, because I'll go refind that, and I'm going to post it on my page there. And that massive shock what happened today, and put that in because a lot of people would have met him and had pictures of him, either back in the early days of the Swedish death metal scene through to the 90s through to now. Because Entombed AD posted it today, 30 minutes ago. So I'll be raising a beer only. Sorry, I will be raising a beer during this chat at the end of it, in the way I just, in the way I when I came when I said the hint. So I'm a bit knackered, and I was waiting for my guest actually to see the messages because obviously, he lives in, I can't remember where Australia lives, but it's not. Let me look at his messages. It says it's not really late. It's 8:30 p.m. at the moment. Okay, it's 8:30 p.m. for him. It's probably whatever now. But yeah, again, rest in peace to LG. You are still a very brilliant death metal vocalist, not just within the Swedish death metal scene, but within death metal itself. And I'm happy that I got to meet him. I didn't get to have him on here, obviously, and plus I didn't want to, put him under any stress by doing this. So, and I was just hoping he would be okay. But obviously, he had a form of cancer that couldn't be cured. But he will live on within the death metal scene. He'll just live on metal in general. And later on, I'll be playing various Entombed tracks and Firespawn and anything he may have guessed on. So, Guardians of Asgard by Amon Amarth. As we know, he did guest vocals on that. So It's just really, really, really crap. Just gonna give my guest a message. Just let them know I'm here. I did trim my mustache because this side here grows much longer than this side, which really annoys me. And just sucks that we're not going to be seeing LG anytime now. Not going to see him. But I'm happy I got to meet him. I got to see Entomb Lady. I got to see him perform live. I got to see him live twice. Bloodstock 2014 and Damnation 2018. Because Entomb were playing there, and I got to catch them playing Left Hand Path, which was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Hang on, might just pause this a minute so he got time to come on. But again, sorry, but yeah, not only have we lost Rich from Flesh Grind, but we've also now lost LG. So rest in peace to them both, and my condolences go out to their friends and family. Of course, you gotta remember, them as they were back then, not now, like his last moments on this earth. For all his friends and family, remember the good times you had with those that we have lost, because it's not good, is it? I mean, I can prattle on for ages about that sort of stuff, but I'm not gonna, because I didn't know any of those two guys personally, but they will probably want people to just have a good time. And then we can't go out anywhere at the moment because the pandemic is still pretty strong, and everyone's got to get vaccines before we can go off and do anything like gigs and festivals and any other social events. But they will probably want us to party on regardless of that. Anyway, let me let you know what other stuff I'll be doing here on my channel. Obviously, the YouTube videos will be my YouTube videos, the CD, vinyl, tape videos are still going to come. I just want to get a few more of these done first, because I got another one on Saturday. I'm looking at my list now. I got one on the 13th of March, and then the 15th of March, the 19th of March, and that's pretty much it for me in terms of chats in March, unless anyone else wants to take part. And I've been talking to some other guests recently about coming on here. One did apply. He wasn't too sure about Zoom, but hopefully sometime in October. But and April I haven't got very many. I only got one, and I only got one in May as well. People probably, they do go out and work and that. I mean, I'm trying to get all sorts of different people on these chats, mainly those within the more the underground metal scene, but I can get some of the bigger names on there if they're, really up for it. If not, then that's not a problem. Because when I do these chats, I don't really pressure anyone to do them. It's only if they want to do it, or they've seen my videos before and know what I'm like. And that's about it, really. For the CD videos, it will be not what I did last time where I showed certain albums, like where I started in metal. I'm just going to show like my favorite death metal albums, favorite black metal albums, grindcore albums, doom death, or doom metal. I was about to say doom metal, death doom, and all that. Got my vinyl down there, tapes, obviously. I haven't got a lot of tapes to show, so the first video will be really short. Not really short because I'll be talking who knows what, and hopefully I will be recording a demo for my death metal band because I've been meaning to get that done for quite some time now, but I need to either update my laptop that I'm on now, or I buy a completely new one and start tabbing out the songs on there and just record them on this one, because why the hell not? Because everyone's going to have like either two laptops or one computer and one laptop, but and you probably haven't heard the Facebook ding because that's bloody annoying, isn't it? When someone just typed in the chat. But once again, rest in peace to Rich of Fleshgrind and LG of Entombed AD, Firespawn, and countless other bands. You will be missed, and you won't be forgotten. Now just got it from my guest. It's like I said, it's like probably gone 8:45 over where he is. That reminds me, I'm actually gonna. What? The band's based in Brisbane, but he's based somewhere else, which is probably outside of Brisbane. I don't know. I'm not even gonna say it when I find it because my guest is based in okay, my laptop's about to overheat because I'm doing too many bastard things at once. Yeah, I'm just looking at where he lives, and I'm not going to say it because it might be said a certain way. And currently, it's about 20 degrees there. Here it's like probably 9, 10, depending on the wind. Because we had some nice sunny spells in February, and been wearing shorts in February. I don't usually do that until maybe spring. But if we get this hot weather, because we're supposed to be getting it here in the UK from from the Canary Islands and stuff, but I think they just bypassed us. I don't know. But yeah, just seeing the news today shocked me. But I will be having a beer for both Rich and LG afterwards from this nice bottle left here. Just gonna let them know. I'm just gonna let them know. But yeah, again, I'm just gonna mention my Facebook page, Jake's Metal Chat. If you're not following it, then I'll leave a link in the description below so you can follow it on there. And I most likely was thinking about doing this, but I might be doing a live stream on the channel, not on the Facebook page. Sorry, just for like a Q&A sort of thing. I'll have to properly plan it out, but it's going to be something like that, where you can just ask me whatever the hell you want to ask. Once it's, not going to... Well, you can be as stupid as you want, but if you're just going to be rude about it, then I'm not going to read the comment. But, I just want to do something in a minute. So just showing the post that I shared on my own personal Facebook on the Jake's Metal chat Facebook. But speaking of these videos, who would you like to see in my chats? And plus, it does depend on their availability. And last chat I did was at 9 p.m. my time. It was 4 p.m. his time. Obviously, that was Fred from Dismember, Fred Etsby, who was fun to chat to because we mainly chatted pre-Dismember, and then pretty much chatted Dismember in the second part of episode 33. And well, I don't know where my guest is at, but I'll just give this a bit of a pause a minute while I just get rid of a few things in my room, like my empty tea mug, and I'll be right back. Back, guys. Just been updating my Facebook and hopefully to update my Jake's Metal chat post as well. Post I just shared. Okay, for some reason it's not letting me do it at the moment. Yep. Again, rest in peace to LG. My condolences go out to his family, his friends, his bandmates. To everyone that knew him. He will be missed. And if you are watching this, no matter what time you're watching this at, like I said, I don't do these as a live stream yet, via Zoom onto YouTube or whatever yet. But make sure you have a nice cold beer, or if you don't drink, whatever beverage of choice you got, raise a glass to him. And to Rich of Flesh Gone as well. Okay, it's now 11 a.m. here, which should be 9 p.m. for him, my guest. Well, hopefully he's coming on soon, because I did send the link. I might have to resend it again. And my beard's been getting really, really bushy lately. Don't usually let it get this bushy. I don't usually let my beard get this bushy. I usually trim the sides down, keep the bottom bit longer. I'm just trying to get my guest on here now. But I might do another Facebook live stream with Jake's Metal Chat, but maybe use the Zoom as the platform to do it on, because when you do it on Facebook, when you do like the Facebook call and stuff, well, my screen would be smaller and I'd be mirrored if it was on my phone. That's why I did the live stream from my phone, and then did it, placed it on this side over here, and then my TV would have my guest on there. So if you want to see more like that, then I may somewhere down the line do that again. But sorry about that. As for now, well, because if circumstances change for me, then Zoom will be the platform I go live from via to, let's say, Facebook, YouTube, possibly Twitch, because I'm going to get a new laptop anyway, so I can do live streams on Twitch for my podcast, Jake's Metal Sessions, which again I will pay my respects to LG on there, and Rich, of course. I'm just checking to see if how many people have reacted to my post so far. Yeah, I've had 8 for my. Because I've had 8 for my post on just my own page, and just the one so far on Jake's Metal's chat. I was sessions, but yeah, Jake's Metal Sessions. I'm gonna be recording an episode, hopefully this week. It be for the Bristol metal scene, and I'll then do another episode where I will say my condolences, pay my respects to LG on there, as well as Rich, and to both Rich and LG, should I say? That's what. Let me start over. To LG and Rich, I will pay my respects on there. Still waiting on my guest. So far, nothing in the participants. Almost a participation. Okay. It's probably still getting things ready, but just a recap of what I got coming up. CD videos, vinyl videos, tape videos, and DVDs, the music DVDs that I got. I'll show those in an episode, either just those on their own or with a collection of the bands that I already have. And I still need to get a lot of the band's collections. I need one more of At the Gates. I pretty much need to get every other album of Paradise Lost, Dark Tranquility, who else? Cannibal Corpse, of course, Entombed, Mortician, and I recently got 3 in the post, 3 CDs of Mortician in the post. Got all Children of Bodom's albums, so I'll be showing them in one video. Still nothing yet from my guest. Yeah, I just don't know what else to say at the moment. I am quite tired. You can probably tell I'm tired. Yeah, and I'm a bit, I think a lot of us within the metal scene are going to be pretty down in the dumps from hearing this news. But we'll keep his memory alive by playing the music that he contributed to, the albums that he's on, the songs he guest on. Just shocking. Just gonna see how long my guest is gonna be, because I might have to, pause the chat again. Yeah, I'll just pause it for now until my guest it shows up in the participants section. All right, guys, I'm back, and I just see my guest pop up. So without further ado, I'll get him in, but one more time, I'll have the link to Jake's Metal Chat Facebook page down below, and I will link Jake's Metal Sessions as well. I only got the one episode, but once I've done that episode, then I will be putting it on there, and obviously do some more episodes, and hopefully I'll be doing some live streams with Jake's Metal Sessions via Twitch. So without further ado, I'm going to get my guest in. No. I don't know if his mic is working. There it is. And I can't hear a single word he's saying. Turn your sound up. You crazy pirate. Oh, good. We got assistance. We have assistance. People might recognise who this is. If not, then you probably haven't seen this guy's band live yet. We'll get on with it when we can. Just seeing if I can do anything with my Facebook page at the moment. He's typing. No, I don't want to. I'm going to edit something in a minute.
That one, yeah. Ahoy!
Ahoy!
There we go. Sorry, dude, just playing a little bit around with the Zoom settings there. How you going, man?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Fantastic. Thanks so much, Fisheye.
Fisheye.
The technical support there.
Yep, we needed technical support.
Yeah, he came through with the goods, though. How you going, man? It's early morning there, right?
Yeah, it's 11:23 in the morning.
Oh, that's all right. Yeah.
Because it's quite bright outside at the moment. I don't know if you can actually see, but it's bright. It's still technically winter here. It's not spring yet. Well, it's getting close to spring, so.
Has it been pretty damn cold?
It's been cold, but then in February we had some sunny spells.
Yeah.
Like sometimes in February we get a hot spell from time to time, which is great.
So where are you based in the UK?
Bristol.
Cool.
Because I saw you guys.
That's right. Griffin. Yeah, from the Griffin. Yeah, man, yeah. Great city. I love Bristol so much.
Yeah.
I think it might be my favorite city in the UK. I feel like you guys have nice weather in Bristol.
From time to time we do, yeah.
From time to time, yeah. This is the man who has never spent a winter in Bristol. So,
they can be pretty shit depending where we're getting the cold weather from.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Right on the ocean.
But we're like, well, the closest ocean to us would be like Western Supermare and all that. And then
Cool.
go down to Cornwall, they're surrounded by beaches and shit. So, gonna get more cold weather there. Even though I went there in May in 2019 for my mate's wedding, it was warm.
Yeah, it was warm then. Yeah, fuck yeah.
Warm. It was bloody warm. But anyway, welcome to Jake's Metal Chat. You are guest
ahoy.
number 34. Ahoy. You're probably thinking, what are you saying, ahoy?
Ahoy!
Ahoy! This is well, I think I mentioned on my last Metal Chat I got a guest from Australia coming on, and here he is. This is Joel.
Yes, Down Under.
Thanks
so much for having me, Jake. Like,
oh, you're welcome.
Really keen to, it's fun to do a bit of reconnect with the UK. I miss that great northern country.
Yeah, and, definitely reconnect with us. And he is from the band Lagerstein. If you don't know who these guys are yet, then please check them out, because they're tons and tons of fun live and on record.
Yes, thank you so much.
Was listening to the album that's on the wall there, 25/7.
Yeah.
I was listening to it last night before I went to bed, because I was like, I got a chat with one member of Lagerstein, so let's put it on. And I always love the song, the Shoey song, which we'll talk about later on. But,
yeah, man. No, we're so stoked with that album. It was a lot of fun songs.
And love your cover of Down Under by Men at Work.
You got to represent.
They're great. I love that. And I've heard the acoustic version as well, so that's great.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. And he's done other songs acoustically from that band, but I can't remember his name. Colin Hay, that's it.
True, yeah.
That's his name.
No, it's really nicely arranged song, Down Under, I think.
Yeah.
Like, it has very nice chord progression and stuff.
Yeah, I like it. It's like you just metaled it up.
Yeah, exactly. It goes off live. I think it's a song that everyone loves to sing. Like, as we were traveling around, especially doing the festivals around Europe, we ran into that song so often. Like, I think it could be a good thing. And it's been so much fun since doing it and seeing just people sing along and represent. Yeah.
Just represent. And just represent. First question I'm going to ask is obviously to do with what the hell's going on in this world at the moment. The thing that's been stopping gigs and festivals as of late, COVID.
Man,
you guys did pretty well locking down your country, but still, where were you at?
Because we're based in Brisbane, for everyone listening, and I think actually, like, Brisbane in Queensland, we've been super lucky, and it's basically at times almost feeling like we're back to normal. Of course, there's all sorts of restrictions still, and we can't do everything we used to be able to do, but we have music here, and it's been so much fun playing shows again and going out and watching other people play and just feeling that spirit again.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And we have been trying to just have a bit of fun with it. It's like no one wanted to see everyone stop touring and stop being able to do shows and stuff, but that's the hand we've been dealt. So with Lagerstein, as always, we want to be just the most fun we can. So that's why we're like, let's do some online things. Let's just be there, because we're all still here as a community and still loving music and loving metal. So
of course
that didn't stop. Yeah.
That's great. While we haven't had any gigs here in the UK, we did do a pre-show to one called Southwest Heavy Fest, but they restricted it. But I didn't know how they actually restricted it until I had my mates from Embodiment on here saying that they had tables within the venue, like where they would play on the stage, and they had them sectioned out.
Yeah, true.
So I was like, oh, that's how they done it. They're not just stood there like, it's fucking weird.
Yeah. So have you had any like seated gigs or anything in Bristol?
Not as much. No, not really.
Yeah.
Not any.
It's so rough. Like, that's been our kind of interesting change here is like doing some of the seated shows last year, and it becomes a very different dynamic when everyone's like sitting and watching you. You feel a little bit like at the school fair or something.
Because it's weird. It's weird because you usually stood up, what headbanging, or you in the pit.
Yeah, exactly. Usually. And there they are. They're just like, there are these ones going on. Yeah. We keep both feet on the ground though.
I was doing that last night while listening to 25/7, just going like.
Yeah, feeling it's a bouncy album. It's for
the bouncy album. So if you like, you can't really sit still to it.
Yeah, if you like bouncing, then bounce on down.
If you like bouncing, there's a quote.
Yeah,
we bouncing, yo.
Yeah, we made this for you.
This is for you, and well, like I said, Australia locked down pretty quick when COVID hit, and New Zealand. Here, we just thought that would be fine. March, changed.
Yeah, no, it's it's really hard watching everything that's happening to the rest of the world and in Europe, especially where, only in 2019 we were there for such a long stint, and it was so great, and it sucks to really see it just going through this, and hopefully, it will all be like a bad dream soon enough, and we'll be back to making music and everyone's spreading and going around. Yeah, people want to travel.
Yeah, I want to be able to travel again.
Yeah, exactly. And I think everyone does,
Everybody
it's like you don't, of course, need to travel because like life can go on without it. But I think we want to be connected as humans and be able to go visit and see parts of the world. And I think that's, especially say with metal, Jake, it's like amazing how it's this incredible worldwide community. And that culture and that passion is just the same all over the world. And people want to be able to connect and go and experience that together. But that's where we're at right now, right?
Yeah, I miss that connection, just meeting up at gigs, festivals, talking to other metalheads about what albums they've checked out recently, or their bands or their mates' bands, or I've just recorded my mate's band's first album or whatever, but
oh really? Fantastic. Yeah,
well, not me, I'm just saying, like, people might say,
it's I did
this, I did that. I haven't done any recording yet with anyone. I'm not good at that stuff,
but you're here and putting on this show, and I think that's really cool how even though we can't all travel and we can't go in person, there's still this opportunity to share and connect with the internet.
Yeah, definitely.
And keep going through it. And it's so cool. Here we are in Australia and the UK.
And it's good to reconnect. Yeah, it's good to reconnect with one member.
Cheers to the UK.
Yeah, well, that's going in the shoe.
What are you drinking today?
It will be Lef.
Oh, a beer?
It's a nice beer. It's a Belgian lager, I believe.
I love it. Yeah.
Which I'll be opening and putting in said shoe.
Dude, that shoe looks perfect.
Yeah, because I did have a boot, but it looked a bit manky on the inside, so I thought, no.
Yeah, man, it's like Neil and the Majestic Beast, and Neil Rummy Rackers. He's got just this little shoe, and it's just perfect for smashing beers through, slamming them down.
Yeah,
but then the Majestic Beast, man, he's got like this boot, right? And it's like a rocket when you get it going, but it's a bit more technique to it. Yeah. So I think you might have made a good choice.
Might have made a good choice there. Now, the second question I usually ask my guests is, where did your music journey begin, and how did he get into this fantastic music that gets us out of all negativity called metal?
So music for me began when I was 9 years old, and my mum, she plays the piano. And I remember her playing a song, and then I think I asked if she would teach me a song, and then I asked if I could get lessons. And from there, I kind of started playing piano and doing a lot of classical piano and playing all sorts of pieces and being in the jazz band and stuff. I also started learning the violin when I was 10. So music for me, it's kind of been something that has been very ever present. I've always been doing it, so I love it so much, and it's a pleasure to play.
Yeah.
And then with metal, it's like when I was kind of growing up, I had just been doing all this classical stuff and then doing whatever the school threw at me, which was like just, random big band things and stuff like that. And I never really got into that much music myself until I was about 15 or 16. And I remember hearing like Slipknot at school and just being like, this is so sick, so heavy. And I really fell down a rabbit hole and absolutely just fell in love with metal. And Manowar I also listened to when I very first heard metal. And then, it's like going back to that community stuff for me. When I was younger, I just fell so in love with going to gigs and, rocking out and headbanging and moshing and just being in bands.
Yeah, definitely.
And then since then, I've just always really had this like passion for metal and the community and the rock community and just all live music. And it's been, an amazing journey musically to get to play and travel around the world doing it and meeting all these amazing people along the way. So kind of, as I said, the music has kind of always been there for me.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I had a similar experience, but I didn't start playing any instruments until I was about maybe 12, 13 years old. Well, about 12.
Yeah, cool.
About that. Because I got into metal when I was 11, but I was listening to like rock and, stuff like Elvis and...
Yeah.
So my mum's a big Elvis fan and she's a Queen fan. I still love Queen, even though I listen to a lot of death metal bands.
Oh man, there's room for Queen and death metal in the world.
There's room for Queen. I love Queen, so not everyone has to, but I love them.
I'm a big fan of Queen.
Yeah, they're brilliant.
And they make it. I think Queen, they made a sound like no one else. Those five guys made music, it's like, it just sounds like nothing else. It's incredible.
And no one can match Freddie's voice, really.
No
one can match it.
And that dude, he can just tell a story through his voice. It's amazing.
He's telling us a story.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and well, of course, he hasn't been with us for such a long time because he did die.
For quite some time.
Yeah, he died in 1991.
But sometimes I'm asking this with my friends, and we're thinking like, what is like the biggest song of all time? And like, how do you judge the biggest song of all time? Because there's so many like huge songs, but we're always thinking like, Queen, they have so many good songs for Bohemian Rhapsody. It's like, it's one of those, the biggest. It's one of those songs. So whenever it comes on at like a bar or something, everybody has to sing.
Everybody is just singing.
Yeah, exactly. And everybody has to, like, it's like one of those songs where people who never headbang, but they'll headbang to that song. Yeah.
People started doing that because of
Wayne's World. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. And they're like, that's my headbang song. They're like, I could do this. You're like, come on, brother, come on, sister. It's good for every song.
Yeah, I just want to see some people fucking driving by, just headbanging. It's like, dude, yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. Yeah, festivals and stuff as well, and whatnot. But that's quite a journey from playing piano to violin, because you play violin in the band we're going to discuss.
Yes, and it's been a very violin time.
Very violin time, and that band is Lagerstein. Who came up with that name? So
Lagerstein are the Majestic Beast and Neil Rummy Rackers.
Beast.
They're brothers, and they always tell me this story that they had their Tenacious D moment, and one's like Lagerstein. I was like, I don't know if that's actually how it happened.
I don't know,
but that's the rumor I've heard. And I mean, it's a pirate name.
It's a pirate name. That's a
yeah.
Well, yeah, because looking at your Metal Archives page, because a lot of bands are on there.
Metal Archives. Man, they're like so good, even with like all your X bands and stuff. And you're like, how did you find that out?
How did you find that? Like, and
that's the one. Yeah,
you've been a band since 2010, so what, 11 years now.
Yes, exactly. We're going through basically we kind of going through a bit of a 10-year celebration at the moment, actually, of like performing.
Oh,
And and it's been, I don't know, it's funny how a whole decade can go by, and on the one hand you're thinking, oh, it's so happening so fast, and then you're like, oh, but there was actually so much time there and so many great memories.
definitely.
It's been an incredible journey.
Yeah, that's brilliant, brilliant stuff. Because when I saw you guys live, I was like, I was like, Lagerstein, sounds familiar. Saw you guys, I was like, oh, the fucking pirates. And when they thought Australia, yes,
Yes,
fucking
dude,
pirate folk metal.
we're natural born pirates.
You're natural born pirates, and your lyrical themes are just pirates and alcohol. What more do you need?
Exactly, man.
You
Pirates,
pirate,
alcohol, Lagerstein, we're all about the good times, best times with your friends,
best
being
time.
on an adventure and living just your best life the whole time
Yeah,
as a pirate.
yeah, definitely. And obviously, there's a lot of different bands that do the pirate theme, not just metal bands. Obviously, there's Storm that do it.
Mm-hmm.
I think Storm Seeker's still doing the pirate thing as well.
Yeah, they make great music, Stormseeker. We
Yeah, they're
played with
still
them
going.
a few shows in Germany.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
I was really getting into their new album.
Oh, cool. I haven't checked it out yet.
But the pirate bands, yeah, it's along this 10 years, it's been amazing to see just the culture grow, and so many people get into pirates and just be loving it, and seeing all the different bands start up. Like when we started, there were only really a handful of bands doing it around the world, and now there's dozens of them, and it's so cool. I think
Yeah.
people, they just really love pirates. The music's great, and that sense of adventure and freedom, I
Oh, yeah,
think it
definitely. I'm from
strikes a
Bristol.
note strikes a note for people. Exactly, dude. You're also a natural born pirate.
Yeah, because we got famous one of ours, Blackbeard.
I know. And Treasure Island, written in Bristol. Great,
Oh,
great
yeah,
city.
Robert Louis Stevenson. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, so yeah, I'm pretty much surrounded by pirate history. If you just walk around, if you look closely enough, and
Yeah.
you guys just bring it out like it's like, what's that, Polly? You say you can save us? What kind of bird are you?
It's a party bird.
What kind of bird are you? It's like he's a party bird. And well, yeah, because I was looking at members for I just had it, Lagerstein. I just had it. I was just like,
And there it is.
and yeah, there's a lot of you in this band. Obviously the drummer is what was two members from 20 you got in 2019, but it's just been like you and the two brothers so far as just the three originals.
Yeah, the myself and the two Rydels, we really, we started this band when Neil and I, we were both teenagers at the time, and it's been, like I said, it's been really just such an adventure. We moved overseas twice together and done, I think it's about like 350 shows now. And that as time goes on, that the Lagerstein story just keeps unfolding in different and new ways, and it's been amazing. All the people who've joined us in the band along that journey, and also like the guys we have now. I'm really, really stoked with the current Lagerstein lineup. I think it's my favorite one.
Yeah, definitely.
And they're just amazing players, Lucky the Great and Rusty Timbers.
Yeah, Lucky the Great. I was like, Lucky the Great.
He's a lucky dude, man.
He brings luck.
Yeah, exactly. You just follow him. Yeah, Lucky the
like,
Great.
I don't know if we're gonna find some rum. Find some rum. Lucky the Great.
There it is. Yeah, he's got to do like the first tick.
It's like, let me test it first. Yeah.
It's great.
It's fine. It's great. Let's go. And yeah, because I don't know how many people who might be watching this once it's up and ready to watch, but check out Lagerstein because they are a ton of fun, and I can think of a bunch of bands that they could possibly go on tour with when they can. I was thinking bands like the Dread Crew of Oddwood.
They're a very cool band. They we're good mates with Eric, who was doing drums for those guys for a while, and for a bit there, Heavy Mahogany, that was our tour song. Big Mahogany. Yeah, we were just so into it.
You wouldn't, because they're not a metal band, but
that was like a metal song.
It's like a metal
it's like
song,
acoustic,
but very folk.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, it was like, this ain't really metal, but it sounds like a metal song.
Exactly.
And there's another pirate folk band. They're not metal, and it's Ye Banished Privateers. Have you heard of them?
I have heard of these guys. They're the band, and they have like many members, right?
They have like 30 members.
Yeah, man, is that a band? That's like an orchestra.
Yeah, and I got a couple of them, or 3 of them, as mates on Facebook, because they sometimes at like start of the month they've been doing these Zoom sessions.
Cool. Yeah. So to see 30 people play at once, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, just seeing them all on the stage, but then sometimes it might not all be 30 members. It might just be half of the band doing shows.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Because you might get those playing. You might get like two of the members playing banjos, others doing the violin.
Yeah.
Drums and
a whole crew.
A whole bloody crew of crazy Swedish pirates, basically. And
yeah, I love it.
They're great guys. I need to see them live and keep thinking. Yeah, Lagerstein, Dread Crew of Orford, Ye Banished Privateers, and maybe Stormsinger. I don't know.
That would be the ultimate pirate lineup. Do you know? Have you heard of the Privateer before?
The Privateer, I think.
Yeah, they're a pirate band from Germany. They make some really cool music. That'd be a great pirate lineup. Be a party time.
Be a party time.
Well, yeah.
I pay good money.
Party fest.
I pay good money for that.
Yeah, someone make it happen. Davey Jones.
Someone make it happen.
Bring it to life.
Put these bands together. Because it'll just, everyone will just be, drunk off their ass and on the floor after the gig.
Yeah. Cheering before. Yeah.
And go like crying as well as like, oh, I miss this so much. We'll all just be crying when a gig starts up again.
Oh man, it's gonna be a good time.
It's gonna be a good time. I want to get on with the albums as well, because the first one's called "Drink Till We Die."
Keep it true.
Keep it true. And
we started it pretty hard out the gate when we were young fellas. Drink till we die.
Yeah, that's Drink Till We Die, and this has to be my favourite title. All for rum and rum for all.
Yeah, dude. Just rolls off the tongue, doesn't it?
So they're saying all for rum
and rum for all.
So no, not all for one, all for rum and rum for all.
Rum for all. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a happy album.
It's a very happy album. I think all your albums are happy, bouncy albums.
Do you like bouncing? Yeah, then I have the bouncing.
If you like,
this is like this. It's a bouncy album.
It's a bouncy album, especially the last album, which I've already mentioned twice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because Lagerstein, you said, is a pirate themed name. I'm guessing you guys have always been interested in pirates.
So when we first started Lagerstein, we weren't necessarily just pirates. We were into pirates, but we also were like Vikings, and we were just party dudes, and we were like a little bit of everything. I think our drummer one time dressed as a golfer or a tennis player. Like, it was a bit of a mismatch. And then we're doing it. We have a handful of gigs, and our original, our singer on the first album, Ultra Lord, he kind of had the idea, and he's like, fellas, I think we should stick to one theme. And he brought the lyrics to Plunderberg, which is a track on the first album.
Oh, cool.
And he just, it was incredible. It was just piratey, and it kicked ass, and we were like, okay, we're ready. And that's when we decided to be pirates. Before the first album, but when he made that song. And, since then, I have really, really loved it, becoming a pirate band. That for pirates, I think it's something we've been doing so long that it's just really become part of us. And that my understanding of like what a pirate is, it's changed. I don't think that it's always about just being in the past and being really excited about what was, but being a pirate is, you know, taking your life by your hands and living a life of freedom and kind of adventure like a pirate.
Yeah, you really embrace that
The pirate life. And I think that's
you
what
really
we want.
it.
That's what we want Lagerstein's music to be about being a pirate now and having your best life and
why not
do what you want to do. Yeah, exactly.
Why bloody not?
Now's the time for pirates.
Now's the time for pirates. And I'm before Lagerstein, were you in any other bands before that?
So I had a band that I played in school called Mortalita. We were like a symphonic death metal band.
Oh, cool.
I can send you through the video. There's one on YouTube of me playing on my Battle of the Bands in year 12. Like that's our last school.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'll have a look at that.
That's our last year in school, and and in that band I was playing keyboard, and that was really my first take at playing in like a metal or a rock band and doing originals as well. We played, I don't know, maybe like 10 gigs, 11 gigs over like my last 2 years of school. But then after I finished school, I moved because I grew up in a town called Toowoomba, which is like, it's kind of a bit of a country town. It's not too small, but I moved to Brisbane to do piano. And that was kind of the death of the band, unfortunately. And then when I was in Brisbane, I played in a couple of black metal bands and jammed a bit, but nothing really that much before Lagerstein. But Lagerstein, it kind of has a funny history because everyone in it who was originally in the band played in lots of other bands. And we were kind of all playing in like these symphonic death metal bands with bands called like Eternatus and Empyrean, Mortalita. And we were really into this real heavy death metal sound, but with epic keys. A little bit like, you know, Flesh God is like a really good example of this.
Definitely.
Yeah. And Lagerstein started because they're like, oh man, this is good music. We love it. It's metal, but it's so serious and so intense on stage. And we just want to do beer bongs on stage. So Lagerstein like started as this side project to do beer bongs. That's why everyone come as your favorite party character. And, you know, what was the joke side project? Really, people loved it. And we just had so much fun doing it and haven't really looked back since.
No, and you guys have made your mark on the metal scene, not just in Australia, but pretty much in general.
And and I'm so excited to just keep going, you know.
Just keep going and
do more.
See how long you guys can hold out until you all just collapse. But,
exactly.
You know, like either from touring or whatever, I don't know. We all got our limitations.
We were born to be on tour.
You were born to be on tour.
It's a good time.
And I was just thinking of other bands as well, like Red Rum, which is another
shout out Red Rum. I love those guys.
They're great guys.
Yeah, absolute legends. Sam, man, we've had some parties.
Yeah, last time I saw them was HRH Vikings here in the UK. Sheffield. And they were playing on the main stage in the main hall, and they did their own version of "Rolling" by Limp Bizkit.
Rolling, man.
But they changed the lyrics though, so it was kind of a parody.
Yeah, that's hilarious, dude. Sam from Red Rum, you know Sam. I think he is just the most outrageous guitarist. That dude can fucking play, man.
Yeah, he can definitely play.
He absolutely shreds. But he's also a little insane. You know what I'm talking about, Sam.
Yeah.
Sam, but man, he can shred.
You can shred.
Fuck.
Yeah, he can. I've seen him at the Griffin a couple of times and whatnot.
On the Kazuki as well. I love that Kazuki. Yeah, he makes it sound so good.
On the Kazuki.
Big fan.
And another pirate band I just remember because they play with Elstorm and the Dread Crew of Orford were on tour with them as well. Rum Ahoy.
Ramahoy, yes. I have been giving these guys a spin. The pirate ship, man. That is a
Captain
hilarious
Yar
song.
face.
Yeah. You know the song and they're singing in German? I love that one.
Oh, pirate ship. That is my
Pirate
pirate
ship,
ship.
exactly. Yeah. Dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're great. Yeah, they're great. They were great live. I was just like, who the hell are these guys? And I was like, yeah, we are Rum Ahoy. Oh, what
Yeah.
do you do? You play
Man,
music.
the legend of Ramahoy has been going for a while.
Yeah, they've been good. They've been good.
Rise out of the ashes.
They just came
Love
out of
it.
nowhere. And they pretty much good friends with Elstorm. They pretty much do everything with Elstorm.
Yeah. It's cool, those guys. They make some really nice music.
Yeah, really cool music. Like just Forest Party's a good one. If you see the video, they're just in the woods and just drinking and shit. Obviously, pirates. What else are you gonna do?
Yeah.
It's like you're a pirate and you don't drink. Get out.
Now, man, pirate flies his own flag.
But
This one's
you might get that
this one's drinking rum though.
But there might be one pirate that says, "Oh, you're not a true pirate. You're not drinking. He drink what he wants."
Yeah, exactly. That's the true pirate.
That's a true pirate. Do what you want. Don't necessarily have to drink a whole fucking flagon of mead or whatever.
But if you want to,
drink at your own risk because you might overdo it. Because you might overdo it and you have to get your stomach pumped. You don't want. And I've checked out a lot of Australian bands over the years. There's like some old school ones like Bestial Warlust, and they're not going anymore, obviously. Black and Death
Bestial Warlust, I love it.
And Sadistic Execution, which was a black and death metal band. I think they're still going. Who else? Gutless, which is a death metal band. I can't remember.
In Australia, we have a really fantastic, I think, underground metal scene. It's not as massive as it is in Europe and as kind of visible, maybe you could say. Like, Europe, you guys have all these incredible massive festivals.
Yeah,
but I think that there's some really passionate people here and some just killer bands.
Yeah, definitely. And I was trying to remember now one. Werewolves.
Werewolves, yeah.
I checked them out.
I love it.
Because there's a mate of mine named Jim Beerman. That is his name. I'm not even joking. He's got a show called the Jim Beerman Show. Someone requested Werewolves. This band called Werewolves. I was like, where are these guys from? Australia. I was like, oh, black and death metal. I like this.
Yeah.
Checked it out. And it was
What is it about black and death metal bands and like beasts? I feel like, the more bestial, that the more you got to do black and death. It can't just be black metal. It's not beastie enough.
Like black, we needed to be black and death metal. Right?
Yeah, we needed heavier.
We just needed heavy and people like, and we'll be ultra serious on stage. No, don't be ultra serious on bloody stage.
Yeah, just serious.
It's like because you get those who are just really serious on stage. Not you guys. You guys are just out of control.
We're seriously unserious.
You're seriously unserious. There you go. That's a better quote.
Yeah.
Seriously unserious.
Keep them coming.
Nah. And I mentioned this album already because there's a poster or a flag on your wall.
There is. We got
of 25/7. I've heard of 24/7, but not 25/7. These guys party 25 hours a day.
It's the best. There just wasn't enough time.
And what was the idea around that album title?
With Lagerstein, all our albums, they're concept albums, and we want to tell really great stories. And with this one, we really wanted to say something different on 25/7 because, so many quest stories, man. They just begin and then they're just about like, oh, I'm going here and I'm going here and I'm going here and then I made it. And that's like the story. And you're like, oh. But we didn't want to tell a story like that again. So like, what about if we did like this time travel story where we're trying to like steal an hour of time and slow the Earth's orbit down so that we could party for longer every day?
It's like,
And we were like, yeah, I think that's the one. So we did it.
yeah,
And, you know,
it's a great
now we party 25 hours a day.
and it's a fantastic album. I love it.
No, I'm really, really proud of that album. We worked on those songs for about 2.5, 3 years that they came together over. And it was such a privilege and pleasure to get to go to Gothenburg, Sweden, and record it at Studio Fredman with Fredrik Nordstrom.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we spent 4 weeks in the studio, and that was just such an experience to go as a whole band to Sweden and just be living there and not have to worry about anything and just get completely inside recording that album.
Yeah.
The best time. I remember it very fondly.
Well, probably
a party time.
Yeah, I was going to say there was probably a party involved. If you don't know this band, then you don't know that they party.
They like to party.
Because you got tracks such as Midnight Moonshine, Dig, Berry, Drink. Got bloody Pina Colada Paradise. I just like that one. And what was it? Party Parrot, obviously, and Aqua Bomb. So I haven't had Aqua Bomb in a million something years or whatever. Have an extra hour of partying
every day.
Hey, it's like,
and now we're.
It's like, what? It's like,
we have some fun.
You have some fun, and because my favorite song,
like to have some fun.
You like to have some fun, because my favorite song on here is obviously because I just showed one pair of it. This Shoey song.
Yes.
No, I want to. I think people might want to know a bit about that. Where did this come from? Whose idea is it to come from a bloody shoe?
Oh, you know, the shoey is just a great Aussie tradition, and
it's an Aussie tradition. Explain.
Yeah, it's nobody's idea, but we've kind of always been drinking from our shoe. And I mean, I've always thought about it this way: like, you've got two guys at a party, right?
Yep.
And one of them's drinking, and one of them's drinking out of their shoe. Who's having more fun?
The guy drinking out of his shoe.
Every time. And need I say more? The shoey was born.
Yeah, the shoey was born.
For those who like to have a lot of fun.
Yeah, so if you're at a party,
wet sock kind of fun time.
So if you're at a party, no, I don't mean doing it via Zoom. I mean when we actually can meet up, and you got yourself a shoe, pour yourself the finest kind of brew.
Right into it.
Right into it, and then drink from it. Because there's a music video online, if no one's seen it, on YouTube, of various people drinking from their shoes, and two of my mates are in it. That's Rob and Grace.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah, they're in because it's them at their mate's wedding, and they're drinking from his shoe.
Fuck yes.
And I was just like, oh, I wish I knew about this now, but I'm thinking about it now. It's like, oh, I'll just do it after this chat, because I got a shoe ready and a beer. And first time I heard about the shoey was actually when I saw it at the Griffin, because everyone was like, shoey, 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 shoey.
Man, the Griffin, what a place. If you haven't been to the Griffin, everybody listening, then that's where you want to go in Bristol.
Yeah, definitely.
Don't delay.
This is
the
number one.
The only pub. It's the only pub in the world where you can order a beer out of a shoe.
Out of a shoe.
It's hanging there. Neil's shoe is front row center.
Yeah, John's just got hanging there.
You want your pint in a shoe?
So shoey. Yeah, I was just like, I'll do a shoey, and I did it. I was like, you know what? That didn't taste half bad.
Yes, dude. Like the shoe was so wet though. By the time, like, you know, when we did the 100 shoeys, and it was just so soaked. You could like wrangle this shoe out and fucking fill another beer with it. Yeah.
Have excess.
Then it's starting to become like a socky then.
Socky. You had to just
Yeah, you got it. Or the filtered socky, and you do it through.
Oh, toe jam.
Yeah. Oh man.
That'd be fucking Frank. If it was bloody toe jam in the shoe, it's like, you're gonna have to drink from my shoe, but I have to warn you, I've had a bit of a foot infection. Oh crap.
Fucking man. When you got to drink from a shoe though,
you gotta drink from a shoe.
gotta do it.
I love this song because it's like, well, because obviously the Wild West starts it off saying, "Oh mate, you're not drinking from that shoe. It's filled with cactus and whatnot." And then the song is like, I just like it when he gets at the end of the shop. She asked my size and width. I said it didn't matter.
Yeah, any shoe, man.
Any damn shoe will do. No, I'm actually gonna look up the lyrics because it's like, oh yeah, I woke up with a smile on my face, grabbed my hat and coat, and rushed out at pace. It's like, and then there's like one with racing, and with there's no shoes, you will run extra fast.
Oh man, you know, we really try to put a lot of love into our lyrics. That we treat them as much fine details going into these lyrics as the music itself. And I really like with our music when it's funny, and
yeah,
I love to see people laugh to it. And we're not a comedy act, but I do think Lagerstein, it's meant to be funny and make you smile.
Yeah, and I'm always singing to that song when I put it on. I'm always singing the chorus.
Yeah.
I'm always singing the chorus.
It's great fun, this one, to play live. I really like the violin part. It's got that slide. Yeah. Exactly.
I was like, oh, we need more party songs like this.
Man,
it's
the
a party
parties.
song.
Bring the parties back.
Bring the
They're going to come back
because
they'll be back.
I mean, if I had whenever I can get a house party going on, I will play the Shoey song. I was like, I'll just play it and people like, what the hell are you playing? Most people are like, yeah. And I have mates who are probably like, what is this? Shoey song by Lagerstein.
It's Pirates, baby.
It's Pirates, baby. And how about this? It's Pirates, baby.
Yes, exactly.
Tastes like sweat. Tastes like sweat. Oh yeah, I've been walking in these shoes. Crap. And yeah, what else songs do you have? 25 Hours, that song.
Yeah, that's a bit of a feel-good moment. 25 hours.
Yeah, sort of mellowed down a bit.
We've got the extra hour, and now it's just time. It's the 25th hour of the day, and that's like when you extra party.
The extra party.
Like, so you've already partied the whole 24 hours, but now you're like, fuck yeah, this is the extra one the sun gave us.
Like an extra hour of partying, and then you can just fit in as much as you can.
And you even make it count for two. Then it's like just extra hour.
So yeah, if no one got the whole 24/7 thing, then Joel just explained it. Just listen to the album, you'll understand.
There you go. Yep, it's the insider information here.
Insider.
Jake's Metal Chat.
On Jake's Metal Chat, and
yeah.
was it Wench My First? That was a good one.
Yeah, man. The saxophone. It was
yeah, that was great.
Fun to include something different.
Yeah,
and this dude in Sweden, this sax player, we just had the idea. Yeah, we wanted a sax. We're like, can you try out the solo, play something sick? And he just, no joke, comes in and just rips it. He did it in like 2 takes and just put the solo together. Like, it's good. And we're like, it's good, man.
It's like, good. It's brilliant.
Yeah, it's fucking incredible. And it was just such a pleasure to watch this absolutely pro musician just walk in and make that just come out of his body, man. Saxophone, it sounds killer.
Yeah. You just see a musician like, oh, can you do this? Just walks in. Done. What?
Yeah.
What? How'd you do this?
Done. Yeah, catcher. Yeah, I'm Swedish. I've got somewhere to be.
Well, there's a lot of talented musicians in Sweden. Of course, there's a lot of talented musicians here in the UK and Australia.
Something about Sweden, though. Oh, man.
Sweden's beautiful.
It's like a super place.
Yeah, I went to Stockholm in 2019.
Cool.
Scandinavia Death Fest, because Dismember reformed. So yeah. I went to see Dismember.
You had a good time?
Oh, yeah. I loved it. Drank a lot of beer. and had a swig of
Respect.
mead every morning.
Expensive Swedish beer.
Yeah, we went to the assistant bootlegger,
Yeah.
off license. You
And
know,
stock up. Yeah.
in Stockholm. I don't know if they got it in Gothenburg, but
They do this the system boot lager. Like it's funny, it's different.
it's
Whatever.
different.
It's
Yeah,
Sweden.
it's just like a supermarket for beer, cider, lager. Ale, lager,
It's
cider, mead.
it's like here in Australia though, it's not it's a little bit similar. We have like bottle shops and you can't really sell alcohol at like any with normal food or anything. Like there's no alcohol in a supermarket or anything.
Oh
So
wow!
we have like, but it's not like Sweden where they have like one shop and the state just sells it. It's like there's a few different ones. You can start an alcohol shop, but the alcohol shops don't sell things other than alcohol either.
Well,
Bottle-o, we call it.
that's different.
Take me to the bottle-o.
That's very different. And
Yeah, mixing it up. No, it's not like the UK. You guys have it so good. You just stop off at the corner stop and you're like, yeah, I think I'll get a pint.
I'm gonna
I think I'll get it. Dude, there's like a pub in your petrol stations. There's pubs everywhere.
There's pubs. We got pubs everywhere. We're just home of pubs. We got
Yeah,
pubs that are older than most countries.
definitely got pubs older than Australia.
Yeah, we got pubs older than Australia.
Yeah.
The Hatchet, that's one of the oldest pubs here. That's the
Man,
one
I
down
love
on the Griffin.
I love the pubs in the UK. It's a good time.
Yes, we have
very, very good time.
pubs. And I was going to mention also about Australia, as well as having great music coming out of your country, you got deadly animals. You got animals that want to kill you at every point.
We do have some deadly animals, but they're kind of doing their own thing.
As long as you don't piss them off.
Yeah, don't piss them off. Leave them alone. I mean, if the sign says don't swim in the water, there's crocodiles in the water.
Don't swim in the damn water.
Don't swim in the water. Yeah, and you'll be good. They're not very fast on land, crocodiles.
It's like,
but they will fuck you up.
They'll fuck you up. They'll drag you in
the water.
They'll drag you in and kill you.
And then they're going to start spinning, and then your legs are going to spin off. And
yeah, for all I know.
Oh, man.
Because I remember watching
that death roll, man, looks hectic.
Yeah, that's hectic. They just pretty much just rip you apart like that. Because I was watching a pest control program. Because here in Britain we do like rats and mice and stuff. But once we had we had pest control workers from here go to your country, and it's a lot different because you're dealing with crocodiles, and there was a red-bellied black snake.
So
and
that's like a TV show.
Yeah, it is a TV show.
Oh, that would be hilarious.
Yeah, I can't remember what it's called though, but there was a father and daughter team that were pest control workers, but then they went to one place where they had to deal with crocodiles, and it was so different from them. I was just oh man, I don't think I could do that.
That's fantastic. I love with these crazy TV shows, like you just got to think, like, where were they? They were like sitting there and like, man.
Yeah, oh my god.
Let's send pest controllers to Australia.
Yeah,
it'll be great.
They'll
love it.
Let's send the Brits down under to Australia. See how
next minute it's like crocodile.
Big bloody huntsman on your face. Don't worry, that's not poisonous. The one in the tree. No. It's fine.
But it's pretty.
But it's
pretty
fucking
big,
huge.
Though. Yeah.
I was looking at it. There's one guy who obviously he grew up there. He just picked up and it was going like that around his heart and his hat and everything.
Not me though. No, thank you.
No. Well, he was used to it.
Yeah. I do like spiders though. They're cool. You know, we in Brisbane we have heaps of these. They're called like golden orbs, and these guys get huge, man. Like definitely this big, and they have like golden web. Looks really cool.
Are they poisonous or not really?
Yeah, I'd say they're probably poisonous. I wouldn't get bitten by one or touch one.
Oh, so it would kill you, all right.
But I do like to look at them, though. They look.
We'll look at them, but because I keep thinking, oh, if I go to Australia, I need to stay somewhere that none of these fucking animals are going to get in.
Man, the worst is like sometimes in Toowoomba, where I grew up, you'd be walking down the path, and Toowoomba has like heaps of trees. You'd be walking down the path, and it's like dark, and you're walking, and then bam, there's like a spider web right in your face, and it's just like instant fear. You're like, fuck. But you know, nothing ever happens. The spider doesn't want to be there. But that's like the curse of having like your metal locks, man. You got that spider web in your hair. And you're like, oh, dude, do I have a spider in my hair?
Like,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, exactly.
fucking
But
being a man with long hair, it's not always fun.
makes you work.
Makes you work because with my hair, because I got fine hair and it gets really knotty quickly. So
Yeah.
I have to, like,
Gotta
put
brush
my
it.
fingers in and see if it's not knotted.
Yeah.
But no, it's fun at the moment.
That's what we do. That's what we do for metal.
So you do metal while surrounded by deadly poisonous creatures.
Yeah, that's pretty metal.
And with
I haven't really
Lagerstein,
seen any like spider bands. There should be like a spider metal band.
well, yeah, because we've already got bloody Edgar Allan Poe type people do Edgar Allan Poe lyrical things, Lovecraft,
Yeah.
Tolkien, stuff like that. But no spiders. We've got nothing about spiders.
Yeah. That one's up for grabs, guys.
Up for grabs. And
yeah.
And that's
who wants to start the spider band?
And as for Lagerstein, what were your earlier shows like? Like when you
party as fuck.
Party as fuck.
We always had so much fun with the early shows. Like about half the songs I say on Drink Till We Die were already written before we played our first show, because we spent about a year jamming when we first got together. And then we played just around Brisbane for our first handful of shows. And then actually our very first show outside of Brisbane was in Paris in 2013 with Ailstorm and XDO. So that tour happened pretty early in it all. And doing that 16-run show with like those bands, it was real eye-opener for Lagerstein. We got a sense of like what it's like to actually travel overseas and see like bigger bands do a tour and stuff. Because especially in Australia touring, it's a bit different. There's not so many places to play, so you don't go out on the buses and stuff. And the distances are very large, of course. So it just changes the game a bit from what it's like in the UK or Europe or the States.
Yeah, I could walk to the Griffin if I wanted.
Yeah, exactly. I'm so jealous.
Yeah, I can if I was living where you're living, I'm like, nearest pub.
Yeah.
30 miles away. Shit.
It's a little bit of a walk. Actually, where I'm at Lager HQ right now, and we have been here for about, I don't know, a year and a half or something, but this brewery just moved in down the road, and we were like, oh, man, real estate value is going up, boys.
Like, yes, we're set.
Yeah, exactly. It's so nice. Aether Brewing, it's called. And
nice.
They make some tasty, tasty beers.
Yeah, we got a lot of breweries. So we got New Bristol Brewery, there's Bristol Beer Factory, there's some craft pubs as well.
I love all the craft beers. It's going awesome. But
yeah, I love craft stuff.
With these early shows, I mean, we have always been trying to like just develop the show and realize like what is this ultimate party and the most fun thing. And I think in those early shows, it was just we just went all out. We had our costumes, we had our songs, and just really ripped it. Sometimes doing so many beer bongs on stage. we always had a lot of fun. Like basically every Lagerstein show from the beginning has been an absolute high energy affair.
Awesome. And you played with Ailstorm, which is great, and XDO. That
was quick in it.
Yeah, that must have been one hell of a show. Ailstorm and XDO. And what other bands have you played with, before COVID decided to fuck things up for everybody?
Actually, I was like just driving, because we've had the pleasure to play with many, many bands and all over, and just heaps of very different artists as well with Lagerstein. It's like, I think we fit in pretty well in different places.
Yeah.
Neil and I, we were just driving in the car today and we were talking, and I was like, hey man, like what was that festival? And he's like, what festival? I'm like, the one we played with Insiferium. And then we're like, oh, actually, we played like 2 festivals in 2 different countries with those guys. And I like hadn't even thought it. Yeah, dude, they're so awesome. And we were just thinking like, oh, it's so funny that, we've had the chance to play with so many great bands, especially the festivals, man. There's so many fantastic, different people coming together.
Yeah, definitely, because you just metal's just one big bloody community. No matter where you're from, you all support the same music.
Exactly.
You may not all like the same bands, but It's still a community.
100%. And like, I I really like we really loved this festival called Dark Troll Festival in Germany.
Oh,
And this
cool.
is kind of like a pagan and black metal festival that
Oh,
happens in like the ruins of like this 8th century church. It's real grim.
I do like
And
all pagan stuff. So.
yeah, and met a heap of really cool bands. Got to see Absu headline that one,
Yeah.
and one of the years we played there, and like just so many great underground bands
Yeah,
that would go there. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
love to
it's
go
one of
there.
my favorite things about touring is getting to go and see all the different bands.
Yeah, all these different bands and different festivals, the different crowds and whatnot,
Different parties.
different parties.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's just remember another Australian band that I like called Mournful Congregation.
Oh yeah, Mournful Congregation. I know those guys.
Yeah,
I know
I
of
love
them.
that band.
Yeah, they're cool.
I'd
Yeah,
love to see them
it's
live
heavy.
one day, hopefully.
Oh,
This is all
yeah, that'd
over,
be
and
good.
they announce a tour, and it's coming to the UK. I'm like, yep, go take it, bought, done.
Let's do it. I'm ready. Let's
Do
go
it.
to the
Bring
UK.
Lagerstein with you.
Yeah.
You know. And I was going
Please.
to mention my own band as well because I'm in a folk metal band. We're working on an EP currently,
Cool.
and
What are you guys called?
Aventail.
Aventail. Nice.
Well,
And
it
you
says on
guys
the back,
are
it says on the back symphonic
Aventail.
folk metal, but we're pagan folk metal.
Cool.
Got some symphonic elements, but
Well, man, next time we're at the Griffin, we'll have to do a show.
well, hopefully when we can meet up again, we can all meet up and
It'll be back.
rehearse and actually get this bloody EP out. We've been working on it for like a while now.
Now's the best chance.
That's the best
Best
chance.
time.
Just got to get all the guitars recorded. My mate's got to do his vocals, and we're adding in the drums.
Just those old chestnuts.
Yeah, we're adding in. We're just modifying the drums because our drummer at the moment, well, he hasn't been well as of late. He's had surgery and all that on his intestines and stuff. Not intestines.
Damn. Yeah.
He's got a colostomy bag now, which is upsetting to see, but it's better to see him up and about than not at all.
Exactly. He's well. That's better. That's good to hear, man.
That's good. Yeah, he's doing.
Well, hopefully you guys can push through and get this EP out.
Yeah, definitely, and I'll send you a link to it or maybe a copy.
Please do. I'd love to listen to it.
And they're like, so it's like, fucking Brisbane, how much is it going to cost this much? Fuck off.
It's not close for Brisbane in the UK. That's about as far away as you can get.
That's far.
Not quite, but it's getting pretty close to it.
Getting close. I mean,
you go to Melbourne, that'll be further. Tasmania.
Fuck it, just go to Brisbane.
But Brisbane, man, yep, please.
Because it sounds like Bristol because you got the because it's BRISTOW and it OL, and then Brisbane.
Big fan of the brewer of cities.
Yeah, so I'll definitely pop to Brisbane whenever I can, even though it depends on money because it's expensive to go to your land of Oz.
It ain't close. You have to get on a ship. You have to get on a ship, work your way here. Do it that's the Aussie way.
I'll get a bloody jet ski.
Yeah.
Take me ages now. It's like, I'm like, it's like, who the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Almost got fucking killed. But I had 24/7 playing on repeat.
It's a bouncy album.
I had it on repeat. It kept me going.
Yeah, I love it.
And the other thing I'd like to ask you is about your merch.
Okay, fantastic.
Where can people find it if people would like to buy your CDs, your T-shirts, and you got shot glasses? I've noticed.
We do have shot glasses. We have some really cool stuff actually in the works at the moment. So if you want to get some Lagerstein merch or really hear anything Lagerstein, come to just lagerstein.com. We're doing everything through there. Lagerstein, in true pirate fashion, we keep it all to ourselves. And we are just a crew doing our thing. So come check out the website. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram. and our Lagerstein drinking crew on Facebook, and we could all hang out and have some beers. There's some great stuff on the website.
Yeah, so I'll have it all linked in the description below, and as well as the Facebook page, and so
Yeah.
people can like the page in case they're like, oh, look, check you out, say, oh, I like this. No, you don't just like it, you love it.
You love it. Yeah.
You love
and we're
Lagerstein.
And I mean, at the moment, if people, when they come check out our page, they'll see we're actually just about to release another album. We have like a live album and DVD coming out.
I can get that.
The first single's going to drop next week, actually. So getting pretty excited for this.
Yeah.
We filmed our last show we did in Brisbane on the Endless Rums tour in 2019. This was pretty much our big run we were doing off 24/7 before COVID happened. And this show is just awesome. We had like 2 floors, like 2 levels on stage, and built it all like a pirate ship, and played here in Brisbane to like our hometown fans and the crew there. And it was just awesome. And we filmed this with like 11 cameras. And
nice.
It's like 18 songs, and mixed and mastered by Frederick Nordstrom, who did the album. And it just sounds so good. And, I'm so stoked because we've been going for 10 years, Lagerstein. And I think that one of our things that we do the very best is our amazing live show. We have a hell of a time on stage.
Yeah, definitely.
And we've never really captured that until now, like 100%. And so I'm so proud of this release, and it's something different for us to do a live album, but I think people are really going to love it.
Yeah.
So you can pre-order that now on lagerstein.com if anyone
wants to.
So feels. Yeah, you're welcome to.
You're welcome to. So because you got to give these guys your support, and once they are, and once we can meet up and do gigs, whatever, whenever we can, and these guys are on the bill,
man, we will be back to the UK. We'll be back to the UK as soon as possible. We're actually working on a little bit of a plan for the UK. We haven't forgotten you guys, and we're thinking of doing a UK. We're thinking of doing a UK like gig here in Australia. We're going to get up at like 6 a.m. and play for you guys, and have throw like a UK party, because we miss you. And
and we in Bristol.
Sucks being stuck down here.
Obviously, in the UK, not just Bristol, we miss you too. We want you to, especially me from Bristol, I want you to come back to the Griffin.
Yeah, dude. So everyone listening, keep your eyes peeled, because we haven't forgotten you guys, forgotten Europe, and we're going to do something real special for everyone up there. So,
that'd be cool. So you got this live album coming out. Any plans for another studio album when you can?
Yeah, this year actually we're going to be working on some new tracks. Probably not going to do a whole studio album, but definitely going to be releasing some new originals, some covers, where we're just fully gunning it here at Lager HQ, working every day on the band. And we're really excited for all the new shows that we have coming up around Australia, online, and also, this new album, this new music. We just shot a music video for our next song, actually. About that's going to be happening after this album comes out, the live album. There's actually a little hint for those who are looking in the background. I won't say anything more, but there's some evidence of that for our next song. And it looks awesome. Where this time, Jake, it's different, and like I said at the beginning of the chat, like we just really want to make the most of it that we can.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's an opportunity now for creating some new music and sharing that with the world. So this year, 2021, is going to be a really, really awesome year for Lagerstein.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, and hopefully the start of getting back into doing gigs and festivals. And
fingers crossed, brother.
Fingers crossed, because there's quite a few albums I need to listen to. I've got Asphyx's new album to blast.
Yep. Yeah.
Memoriam's new album when it comes out.
Uh-huh.
Gojira's new album when that comes out.
Well, that'll be heavy.
And I've already heard the new one, Born for One Thing. It's fucking heavy.
Cool. Yeah.
And, we just need to get you guys back here, like in Bristol. If I had a big enough house, you can play in my backyard, in my back garden.
I'm in. I'm in.
But I pissed the neighbours off. But
Yeah. No, they love it. They
I
love
love it. It's like, do you like pirates? Yeah. Do you like drinking?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you like these guys then?
Yeah.
You like these guys? Maybe. Maybe.
Yeah,
Do you have rum?
maybe.
No. Go buy some rum. And yeah. So on that note, thank you for joining me.
That time.
And
My pleasure. Thanks so much. I'm really glad we got around to having the chat. It's
it's
been a lot of fun.
Yeah, I meant to do this in January, but obviously you got back into the office.
That's it, and time just happens. But here we are, and how great was it?
Yeah, it's great. And before we actually finish this video,
yeah, you know why we came. Let me get my shoe.
He needs to get a shoe, and because it's not going to be completely ended yet, and it's obviously still summer in Australia, and he's wearing his shorts. He's got his shoe. He's got any sort of shoe. It can be this shoe or that shoe. It could be a fucking
no matter boot. The brew.
It could be a fucking boot.
Take your socks out of the shoe, though.
Take your socks out. Yeah, this is one I don't wear, so I thought, fuck it, I'm going to bring out this one.
Oh, no. This is my everyday shoe, Jake. I'll be putting this on and wearing it.
I think I'm going to need this to be my everyday shoe for drinking out of, unless I find a new one.
Yeah.
But
it's that time. All right. Well, yes. Cheers to you, my friend. Cheers. Thank you so much for having it.
This is going to be messy. Oh, wow. All right, it's in.
Cheers.
Cheers, me mucker. Ah, crap.
On your head. I did it.
I missed
we drink from our shoe, fill it up to the brim with the finest kind of brew. We drink from our shoe. Jake drinks from his shoe every day at noon. Yes.
Oh, there we go. It's a good thing I'm showering. It's a good thing I'm showering in a minute.
That's what I said, man. It's Lagerstein. We party. We have fun. That's what we do.
Well, it's sort of like it was beer o'clock anyway. It was just gone 12:30 here, so.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, because if I did it any earlier than that, people will think I have a problem.
Yeah, man. Weatherspoons opens at like 9 a.m.
So thank you again, Joel, for coming on. You're more than welcome to come back.
My absolute pleasure. Yes, let's do it again sometime. That'd be so great. And good luck with the show. I'll keep watching. I think that they've been awesome so far. Oh, Insomnium. Great band.
Some Finnish melodic death.
Those dudes are very, very cool.
He's been Joel. I've been Joel of Lagerstein. He has got a stage name, but I'm just calling him Joy.
Mother Junks of Lagerstein.
Of Lagerstein. I have been Jake, your host of Jake's Metal Chat. I am now covered in beer.
It's the Lagerstein way.
That's the Lagerstein way. Hopefully these guys will be back on the show again soon, and better yet, be back playing for us here in the UK with the shoeries. Make it another 100 shoeries.
We're coming for you.
Make it another 100 shoeries.
Yeah, let's do it.
Well, that's going to be my shoe I drink out of now.
Yeah, bring it to the gig.
I'll bring it to the gig. You got to fill that shoe up. I know it was a posh looking shoe, but fuck it, it's cheap.
That's what we do. Fuck yeah.
All right, Jake. Again, see you in a bit, buddy. And
thanks so much.
Take care of yourselves, and there will be more to come.